Hi, I'm Pete Andresen. I'm the owner of Andresen & Associates. We're a fee-only investment advisory firm, and I also write books. Right now, I'm not writing books. I'm at Lake Tahoe. To be specific, I am staying at Camp Richardson, which is a nice, Spartan, economical, attractive resort with summer cabins. And believe me, there's summer cabins. You'll freeze in winter if you try and stay in one. Ask me how I know this. I wrote a book about 12 years ago called Dollars and Common Sense, Investing During the Tumultuous 21st Century. And boy, has it been tumultuous. Big gains, big challenges. And I'm thinking of writing another book right now. It's called How to Become Rich and How to Stay That Way. Because I have been blessed with a fascination of history, and I've been blessed with many clients who have made and created marvelous fortunes themselves through a lot of hard work and discipline. Even if they started out rich, they had the discipline to stay rich. And I witnessed a few mistakes as well, people who ran out of money or destroyed their wealth. Anyway, there are lessons there. Rich people do some behaviors that we can copy, and I want to record them with some humility. In other words, I got to tell you, I'm just going to make some comments here during this book and during these videos. You can take them or not. You may disagree with them. They're just my opinions. Anyway, I'm here at Lake Tahoe, and here's what's fascinating me right now. So, I'm staying at Camp Richardson, right down there, and I am at Talak. I'll put the link in the comments below. Talak is Millionaire's Row from about 1880 to about 1965. It now belongs to the United States government in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the Forestry Service. It's fascinating because we can study the amazing stories. We've got a few rich villains. We've got more fascinating rich people who were kind and nice. We've got a couple of genuine rich heroes, and how they accumulated their wealth and what happened and what they did here at Tahoe is fascinating. The big thing that strikes me right now, let's go take a look at, we're just going to take a peek. The big thing that strikes me about wealth is that it literally is our life essence turned into stuff or digits. Sometimes our wealth is just digits, like Bitcoin or a bank account. It's just numbers, but it's our life force turned into power. You see, these are all cabins. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the Pope estate. And the Pope family built this. There were the Baldwins, there were the Popes. There were people who lost their fortunes and had to sell these marvelous mansions. There were people who kept their fortunes, donated it to the U.S. government to be preserved. Believe me, if it were not for some very far-sighted, heroic, wealthy people, this place would be wall-to-wall condos. Developers would have moved in, chopped it to shreds. The government was also heroic in saving it, but the government also at sometimes played the villain, because the government would create high estate taxes that punished families that had spent decades, lifetimes, multiple lifetimes, centuries building wealth. So government was sometimes the villain, and government, in fact, in some cases wanted to tear down these mansions. They wanted to tear them down because they didn't want to deal with it. So government can be a horrible, destructive force or a blessing. I guess the first chapter in my book is going to be called Why Bother? And I'm going to put the argument out there that we're all given a lifespan. We're all given a lifespan full of struggle and hardship, actually. Some of us have so much struggle and hardship that we can't rise above it through no fault of our own. We're just unlucky, I guess you could say. But most of us start out regardless of race, regardless of economic background, most of us start out with some core assets: intelligence, stamina, the ability to work hard, a good mindset. How we spend our lives that we've been blessed with is up to us. And I'm going to argue, among other things, if you include being ethical and kind and good, why not be wealthy? Why not stay wealthy if you're born wealthy? After all, what these mansions tell us is that many, many times the wealthy people made better choices than the government. And you deserve the right to make your own choices, and that's what wealth gives you, is choices. Wealth is power. Wealth is your life essence turned into power. The other thing that we can learn studying Tahoe here, studying Tilak, is that life is short and finite. We all have lifespans, me included, including you. How are you going to spend that life? You can donate your life essence to worthy causes, which is good. That's a good thing. You can be a good person. But if you have the choice, why not be wealthy?